Well, it's no secret, farming sure has its challenges, and it's why we're talking about a current event happening Thursday at Blackhawk College's East Campus in Galva. From juggling a number of hats, from mental health and breakdowns, both physical and emotional, it can be a lot to take in, and that's especially if you're a woman or a mom that's trying to keep your whole family afloat. And it's why a number of local farm bureaus are hosting an event that's bringing together ladies in agriculture. And it's why today we have guest speaker Adrienne Sutter, a mental health specialist and the creator of Sow Hope, Grow Hope, and Katie Lalaman with the Hendrick County Farm Bureau joining us now. Ladies, thank you for being in here. I'm so glad that you could join us today.
Thank you so much, Haley.
Well, first I want to ask, this event is called Strong Enough to Break, Turning Breakdowns into Breakthroughs. Katie, can you first talk, what was the heart behind having this event in the first place?
Sure. Well, we've done a number of programs focused on mental health, and especially working with Adrienne. And it all stemmed back from about the time of COVID when everyone was really starting to talk more about mental health. And so at Farm Bureau, that's how we got involved and really put an emphasis on agriculture and mental health. And we always like to say, we always think about our physical health, but we've definitely got to dig in deep on our mental health.
And Adrienne, we're going to get to all about what you're here to talk about in a second, but I first want to hear, what's the overall agenda of the night?
So looking for an event, and of course with Adrienne, it's always a lot of fun, but bringing women together involved in agriculture, working in agriculture, and just have a night where we can just discuss. And Adrienne will bring up what she'll talk about and some wonderful things focused around mental health, but it's just a great chance to bring together a whole group of women and really dig deep and focus on a lot of things that affect our lives.
Exactly. And Adrienne, you're local, your family farms around here, don't they?
Yeah. We live in Mercer County, and home farms out of Knox County, so we farm some in Henry County too. We're all over the place out there.
You are. And you are not just in farming, but you're a mental health expert. You have given speeches like this kind of all over. What's on the agenda for this event?
Yeah, back in 2018, 2019, when we started talking about mental health, just because of some of our own life experiences, we were really shocked to know that went from just like a local discussion to now a nationwide project. I get to travel all over the place to sort of work as a bridge builder, connecting farm families and different agricultural industry organizations with mental health resources. So we are going to be focusing on strength with our ladies only event this week, and what strength really means. Women are in agriculture juggling all sorts of different things and having all different roles, whether they're in the operating the equipment, operating the minivan, trucking the kids where they need to be, delivering field meals, working on the books and the paperwork. There's all sorts of different things, and farming looks different for women, no matter what family you're in. So we're going to just be talking about what it's like to juggle all of that, and again, defining what strength really means.
Exactly. And I do want to get to a little bit of a heavier topic. Obviously, mental health is something that you talk about all the time. And one of the resources that I found, the National Rural Health Association, says that the suicide rate for farmers is 3.5 times higher than the general public. Why is that? What are the struggles that farmers and people in our rural communities are facing?
Yeah, that's a statistic that's been decades long, to be honest with you. It's not just a recent new thing, although we've really, in the last few years, been shedding light to that. But that information is, not only suicide rates, but we also see depression rates and anxiety rates and chronic stress rates being very high among farmers and farm families. That trickles down, unfortunately, into our farm children, our farm wives, spouses, everybody, which then impacts the community. And that's kind of why it's an important thing for everyone to understand, is because, when you have someone who is struggling, well, in farm world, that means the whole farm struggles. And then in that, these are people that you're talking with in your churches, in your schools, a lot of times holding, board positions and things like that, working with your bankers. So just knowing that you have a population that's struggling, it's really obviously a wonderful thing when we can come together and try to find some solutions.
And what's one of the most misunderstood aspects of mental health in rural areas?
Yeah, as I mentioned, this statistic again is something that has been decades long. We've seen high rates of suicide in farm families for a really long time. It's not just a new thing. So it's interesting. I think a lot of times when we think about the more recent economical changes, we kind of assume, oh, now we're talking about mental health. Well, we should have been talking about it a long time ago. And so, like I said, we've been working with farm bureaus and other organizations since 2018, 2019 now to break down the stigma and get this message out there.
Exactly. Well, what else? This sounds like a wonderful night to talk about a lot of heavy things, but uplift each other too. I mean, what else do we need to know about this event, Katie?
Well, it will be at Blackhawk College at the East Campus, just outside of Kewanee in the auditorium in Building A. Starting at 6 o'clock, we're going to have a dessert and coffee bar, so some great desserts for the ladies attending as well. We'll have some other information too from the farm bureaus and from the Farm Family Resource Initiative, and just looking for a great event, bringing a large group of women together and discussing mental health and really talking about some deep things in life.
In a really fun way.
Yes, it's a lot of fun. We always have a lot of fun.
Exactly. Talked about some heavy stuff, but I know that it's always a blast with both of you. So I thank you both for coming in today and looking forward to hearing more about the event and all the things that you guys keep doing in the community. Well, to hear all the details on this event, go to our website, WQAD.com, and click on that As Seen on TV tab.